Even though Midland's been named the 14th safest city in the state of Michigan, we still have our share of crime-related activities. This month we'll take an inside look at how citizens help to solve crimes. When it comes to solving crime locally, Facebook has proven to be a very valuable tool. With more than 3,000 people connected to the Midland Police Department's Facebook page, someone is bound to know something about something. Midland Police Department's Community Relations Officer, Dan Keeler, has experienced how Facebook has helped in solving local crimes.
Well, typically when we have a case, we'll start with traditional investigative techniques, just patrol officers investigating it the way they always have, and then maybe submitting it on to the Detective Bureau for them to follow up and do a little bit more in-depth investigation. Sometimes those investigations just reach dead ends, and what we found is that we can post information on Facebook, certain information. If we're trying to identify somebody involved in a complaint, then if we post a picture of them on Facebook, very often we find out who they are in pretty short order, sometimes in as little as a half hour or even less at times. One instance, there was a theft of a money jar that was used for donations at a local business to go to a charity, and someone stole the money jar, and they had a very good surveillance film of them. And I think within a 2-day period there were about 45,000 people that saw the picture. We were able to identify the subject and filed charges against him.
When it comes to getting tips on crimes, Officer Keeler says that sometimes anonymity is the best way to get a tip to come in, and that's where the Midland Police Department's mobile app comes in handy.
A lot of times anonymity is very important. Either the person is closely tied to the people that are committing the crimes, or they have information and they're afraid of repercussions. So they want to make sure that they can, if they do report something, that they can do so safely and anonymously. And we want to make sure that that option is available. And one of the ways they can do that is through our new mobile apps that we have available on Android and iPhones. Basically the way it works is they submit an app, they submit a tip rather, and they can submit the tip either anonymously or with contact information. If they submit it anonymously, it goes through a third-party server. Basically, it's an automated system that forwards the information to me. I can't get any other information other than what they submit in the tip. I can't. There's no one for me to contact, no one for me to follow up with. So if they submit something anonymously, it is truly anonymous. I have no way of following up to find out who it is. So that helps us out with getting us information we may need, and it also helps the person with the information get the information to us safely.
A citizen who witnesses a crime can also play a critical role in catching the bad guys.
Being safe really is the biggest priority for us. We want to make sure that if a citizen does witness a complaint or witness an incident, that they report it to us safely. We don't want citizens getting involved and potentially putting themselves at risk by interfering or trying to stop a suspect. You don't know what that person is capable of. We have special training and special equipment that we can use to make sure that we stay safe, that the general public shouldn't have to be getting involved. The things that we'd like to see if someone witnesses a crime, what we would like is for them to observe and report, basically. Observe the crime, get as much information as they can through their observations, and call 911. Things like the clothing description of the person, anything unique about them, any unique characteristics. If they get into a vehicle, what type of vehicle, the license plate of the vehicle if possible, and the direction of travel that they leave after they leave the scene of the crime. We don't really condone people following suspects unless they can do so in a very, very safe manner. We want to make sure that they stay safe at all times. That's our biggest concern, is the safety of the public. It's absolutely vital that the citizens are aware of the community and aware of what's going on, and if they see something out of the ordinary, it's absolutely vital that they call 911. We can't do this job by ourselves. We need the help of the community.
Other creative crime-solving tools used by the City of Midland include the K9 unit, which can help sniff out drug dealers and track criminals, and the GIS mapping system that helps to find common areas of crime.